And akokwa before I want to commend this man. Me dream say ministers dey be nsuan omo kasa dodo. You see akokwa sometimes so you adwuma kasa bebre no enti dey do election na manfo bi what use adult no. I think that they need to let their work speak for them. Yeah. And analysis I mean me own usually say to my understanding of the budget and trying to break it down for you. Okay. Yes. So you are entitled to disagree. Per the constitutional imperative no media budget na see here. I pick
Ebusunya join in 104.5 Facebook na Eugene project budget no won nsem nyina nti mo aya na mo freba mu serial callers no TB na wo ba aya na wa meye amfa amfa nchen ye mehwe fax no said you go to project ni nyina Eugene enko.
Yes, akokwa I don't pay chame me na bad news no pay chame. Interest rate or see a declining to show T-bills 182 days T-bills rate reduced from 28.43% to in December 2024 to 15.34% in June 2025. So brofu no can what does it mean? And I'm na obey say na akokwa chart way. What it means is here. You can say T-bill rate interest rate no cost run e say as of June 2022, a buying person or Jebesia go T rate in a year, sika near day or never Bob Bessian or the Sika. Basically, that's basically what it means. That's our time of confidence of economy new form. And now I buy at the point no to me to 35%.
Okay.
For T bills. What it means simply is that confidence is low. A man for nearby ni into the Sika Mawa or Beijing si won't see. What I say. But when you look at it today, look at it. It's just hovering between 10 and 20.
Yeah.
So meaning that the market confidence is there. People have a lot of confidence in the economy. What I say? Yeah. That's basically the understanding in this chart. Now, when you also look at the exchange rate, it basically means that we are doing fairly well. There's been stability. You can see there's stability.
Yeah. Yeah.
It depreciated or it okay, so that we at the dollar. So the dollar depreciated against the CD and there's been stability.
But now a downward trend.
Downward trend.
It coming to the end of 2024,
yes.
no?
Yes.
About 2025.
Too sharp. December 2024, not dollar no, CD to dollar no. Now you're hovering around almost 13.
Yeah. About 14 something.
Yes.
Yeah.
And after stability. Just June 2025. There been stability of about 10.2, 10.3, 10.4. Sure. And now my transaction, the Access Bank 10.2.
Right.
10.2. There's also inflation. The inflation in my trust here. What it means is that they've calculated the month-on-month inflation in 2020. Okay. The average in India. Okay. So it doesn't mean say 1 month. So this is the average. So 12 months of 2020, the average is 9.9%. 2020 10.0%. As I'm kind of say, President Kufuor the first term, unless you don't want to do the debate, it was brilliant.
Yeah.
By the second term, 2022 31.9%, 2023 37.5%, 2024 23.8%. This is why I also say that the rebound in NDC enjoying is also from mid 2024.
Yeah.
This is the data.
Yeah. Even it started dropping from 2023.
Exactly. Because December 2022 we can record 54% inflation.
Go 50. Yeah.
Currently 13.7%. As I said, Deloitte are predicting say a single digit by December. The minister PMS was not cautious. Also not the target on 11.9 or a single digit up. But this is his target. So I President Mohammed President Kufuor then with the 2 years see there's also a correlation between inflation performance and also interest rates and trends. There's a direct correlation. A child said near my confidence or system nim any idea. And again, inflation mean casa mama by Nema born year day. Yamissimity understand. The cash inflation 37.5%. Just at time Nema boy then they at a faster rate. But I see a 13.7% and at a reduced rate. No. Again, and running who's a public debt. Reduced from 726.7 billion cedis as at the end of December 2024 to 613 billion as at the end of June 2025. Now, what I see reduction. Politicians they are smart. Who's a public debt located in the cities? You know why? One of the reasons the balloon public debt is the currency. Because about 50% of your debt are foreign obligations. Yeah, the Nocophobia were bound for a man on the fork. IMF near the British World Bank near there. It is a Okwaje Bessiano. must say $100 million. Now, Kwaje Bessia, oh, Kwajan, 7 cities. What the cast 700 million cities. And then, $1 nickel 15 cities. Kwaje Bessian can but public debt 700 million cities now. And because say 1.5 billion. Just because of the exchange rate. So, largely, the reduction in the public debt is the exchange rate and also repaying some of our debt obligations. Because every year you make a provision. Osha, your salaries and compensation, your debt obligation or interest servicing, which is debt obligation, amortization, and goods and services, capex. So this largely, based on my understanding of the data, is the exchange rate. Because on mobile now you're very 15 and there were 10. So by 4 cities. So every $1 and I say every foreign data you did by $1
sure.
that you reduce by 4 Ghana cedis. That is significant.
Sure.
But when MPP here counter press conference, $1
Yeah.
Some kind of politicians you can listen to them for your analysis, but if you want to understand it, don't follow for my analysis. No.
Sure.
And I mentioned Ghana public debt. As at end of December 2024, now 61.8%, and I could do 43.8%. It's one of the lowest. I hope when it's here, say as at President Kufuor free to December 2024. No, or man, your boy, your home brain, you can be able to make a benyano. The Cassia could try a Kenya near about 62%, and about Kutuaka. And then, yeah, they just about 44% about Kutuaka. But my approximation, so my just approximation because it's 0.8, so 62.44.
And before the economy health, it should be below the 65.
Exactly.
And we are now doing 43.
Yes. So can you say, what should the IMF benchmark? The President Kufuor kono mayade, and it's also because of the carry forwarding of our debt.
Right.
How 2016 will be a difficult economic year. Manu is adding that I think 2026 there you bet you have more debt.
2026.
2026.
And Rana made TBB same say G20 meeting Nimono. It was agreed certain countries be at CSA Ghana they push it to 2040.
Yeah.
And being so quite anymore. So I think that a bit of relief kakra.
You know why I got quite I send most of economists almost praise the President Mahama. It's because to say Akokwa your debt obligate the way your debt structure no good show for President by either Mahama or Baumia. But Mahama buying the way they are handling some of these things, you know. Akwa say oh ye may expect them to because I'm not an economist. I only appreciate the data and understand it. The Akokwa say I do 43.8, what 44%. Yeah, Akwa Oya Juma. Now I'm at in cities. Now the almost 620 cities ne kutu abesia. What me ayon hihye na the just about 440 cities ne kutu abesia na. Akokwa sa why ade. Have to be make sure Akokwa yenje besia basa. And again Akokwa you take loan o je anya boni o. Akokwa wotie yi. Na yesi nya peni kwakwa so asase bi da eje so kwan no we kwan pa wetin da ye store. Na Akokwa wo koje besia koto sa asase na. Say ya the papa. Ba wadafu bi suba no so Vienna man bi abas new selection en kwaje besia na ebi nso nkotwe enko ye ya. Say nya besia.
Besia. But you dey ye no.
Exactly. It's anya besia na ya de bone e na wo dey ye no. That is why we come for productive sectors of the economy. Yen kwaje besia metua salaries and je besia be di ne. Let's put it in productive sectors of the economy. So we ye roader Akre Kumasi expressway na PPP na besia na bandi de besema. What to
business.
Exactly. So loan is not bad. It is how you are taking the loan. Me tell you that me koduna akoto me dream care for 2022 model. O kwana panya. I got to say, how many times the fish? I got to say, loan money. It's how you are using the money. Young Koso. Again, was it because the one and IMF from study most contracts now my as of December 2020 project be but according to Ato Forson these 24 projects dear omni IMF akase we dear a priority. Okay. And the reason why I do this analysis is because 3 months down the line, me be drama me fact checking role now. One can't tell me time don't demand Mahama. Come a catch us our journalists, our fidelity is to the facts.
Sure.
This is your budget. Akwa Kumasi yedi woman any or say omo Kumasi roads and drainage extensions. Akwa mebusa omo ye osha appendix na omo breaking it down. I'll get it for you next week. Okay. And to Kumasi mi hwemu na yedi woman again. Mishema Kumasi Central Market Phase 2. President Mahama actually promised that by the end of 2026, Krofrom Mamponting Kumasi market phase to no tune for back with Chasum. Takwa by December 2026. Mr. Captain Fitaya Bedraha, near Chasuma. This is the numbers.
TB scorecard, no.
Akokwa again, Tibro from say 13, what kind of say modernization of Confornoti Teaching Hospital. Live to be a Neduma Confornoti, as a Musa Yaduma.
Yeah.
Cat lab, woman, as a Musa Yaduma. Chakokwa, Kumasi Yadi Womuni, or say. Kumasi Central Market Phase 2. Modernization of Confornoti Teaching Hospital. And then Kumasi Roads and Drainage.
Okay.
Aqua.
And your back.
It's from audio no. Recorded. Video no share recorded.
Yeah.
And then no Aqua and a big push, you know. Amoka a big push in a creative fund. In fact, in this budget, government in committed 14 billion cedis to support the big push. Mitie, Yanko board no some tried them. Mitie PMS friends. So some cars say buying and the target wire for revenue na kokwa. 223.8 billion cedis. Ato Forson says Sikawe na buying pesa wonya 223.8 billion cedis. GRS ko obejini bibia 223.8 billion. Se ebi brusuwa sika ebe brusu bia no the back ka 14 billion cedis na what to for big push no.
Okay.
What you say? Big push in 2025 your budget the 14 billion e kushim. Sika ebe brusu bia from your revenue target no. Ya the back ka ho. Project ben no the back kwa 2025 list na ba. Nyom de be ya no Kumasi ya dia ewum eni enfa na Kumasi dia. E kwa ho anu akan. Oh, I found my news is here.
Focus kakra.
Okay.
Now for you, sir.
Okay. Yes, construction of Kumasi Outer Ring Road.
Yeah.
I want say Makato say Quanway, your friend N6 Highway is a Trans-African route. I could be do just what 30 panel. Can see a pair ring road where the be for one neighbor could peer Techima baby, swami baby. Sir, and I found the ring road. And almost
okay.
Under the big push. The Akoko do ni bia be make sure say Saka will know ring road me the minister the ring road I will not say I know it.
Yeah.
But Akoko be busa so maya. And also now Akoko additional there what big push na ya there na me dem. Kwa Akoko me use kwan we pa. Ombeye Accra Kumasi Expressway. Now the clarity is here. Once a prayer could for the started 4 bypasses. Akokwa sa kwan na ye no entirely different from expressway no. Once I know why is that picture now nim say ofori benyama me akọ Mombasa omo expressway o Kenya. The difference is that sa Kumasi Accra Kumasi Expressway different from the current road I want. Akwenti ase sir. What I say? Once you wo Accra Kumasi kwan aye bypasses na de. The present mama entirely different.
Okay.
Aqua permit checks and feasibility studies are started. They will finish in September. It will run like the Mombasa Expressway. TNS correct must be to 1 city away, but you have to be about 10-15 cities. It's a PPP project. That is my understanding. So they can't just say mini confirmation of it. But many confirmation is an entirely different project also under the big push. Now the next one your fanko obi okwa Caribbean and say difficult. And also no aban so beto so swami interchange sika na yakwaje wa Afri Exim Bank na ye dey yes akokwa sika no ye dani bi ye nyine nim latter part of MPP no start swami interchange we all know after 7 years these are public facts. Aban say obepe sika under the big push no e dey ato so me yi Kumasi dey home tina so let's do that now akokwa the next one no e ya dey we COVID levy 120-day promise in the woman president mama betwem obrichi when so otwa levy otwa mission levy otwa betting tax mu Ato Forson be explain here in March say is because I am part of the VAT system no but the solution is that I say about be drafting a new VAT bill.
Right.
Your current VAT law near one. I be entokwasi traders and omo be trophy for kra. No mo trophy for presented 2026 budget no in October 2025 once you present new year budget no in the current year no e wo and obey COVID levy no e dey free.
Okay, so we are in 2026
into October 2025 or with the budget now I expect him to abolish the COVID levy, that is 3rd January 2026.
So it will take effect next year.
Yes.
January.
Yes.
Okay.
Again 9 people for so aban spend it etina city na ye aban spend it etina city na ye Ato Forson san your mo kan enye no kre obaye no what just $700 million as zero bond payment 10 billion domestic bond holders ye almost sika mo sa chance what bi was say 2.9 billion akokwa nu a unse DCs dem na for me free 3 DCs I can confirm to you say first quarter of district assembly common for no menya bi is the biggest they've received in the last 20 years.
Wow. Aka adwuma no. Yes. Ye de abre o momunya adwuma no. Yes.
Akokwa 9.1 billion energy sector. Ade we kai me. Say me no be research ho. Right. Number 4. Yes, you buy extensive research on it. I me. We 5 billion arrears. We 2.9 billion get fund. We 1 billion free SHS. We 2.7 billion NHIS. We 1.4 billion national health insurance. We 252 million for vaccines. We 72 million capitation grant. We school feeding 477 million for LEAP school feeding here 895 million. Akokwa. We you see. Because of politics, I don't get a gamma. I got 17. 369.9 million nursing and teacher training allowance. There's no scientific data to support this payment. I bet here because of what? Political expediency. That'll be a debate for another day. But what? Unso man we yaman before. Unso contract to see into your car. You know what has happened? Okay, na chase come away you me. Nye maybe say ya. Ato Forson buy no so on audit service no. E&Y NSN Young and a PwC Price Waterhouse. So monye cause akokwa ye road sector no inquiries no. Na ye 68.7 billion. Okay. E kaya de. Omo ye audit no so far auditor general ye 87% of the audit. Ato Forson HR 13 billion that was a DCS code between contractors. Can I say you try ye Kenya? So far permit checks what we have 5 billion, 8 billion at that. It's because the Auditor General has audited 87% of the audit. Anna, what me have validated 28.3 billion. Who's why you auditing one validate 20 to force you to 5 billion. I could one question say they are about 3.6 billion documents from the double invoicing. You try to cut the no sound documents and aba. See in Tuanica. A business wants a document in your papa. In fact, you were 562.6 million. And no dear was only document to be a credit support so I have contract am buying.
And obediska.
Yes. And I go on into other thing important. So it's also not entirely accurate so into your contract. The reason is that Obetuan in tranches. This year the budget was 13 billion to pay. You validated 28.3 billion, but you have 5 billion. I got 8 billion at that whole. And another news about this is say I was the contractor. Every single contract will be in cedis. Right. Not dollars.
Also companies in the charge in cedis.
Yes.
Unless approval from Bank of Ghana.
Yes.
And I think that the right path to go.
And now also contractor no. Yeah. Say senior na a contractor no na value ni bibi eba o. Ministry of Roads now so be an assessment.
Obe value.
No more their value. Ti akokwa no so no.
Right.
Now adeba akokwa me dem dream say based on my history and everything, this will be my only reservation about this budget.
Okay.
I'm disappointed just still you recorded ghost names. 14,000 ghosts. In fact, Akokwa, Auditor General audit payroll, why just 91% of the audit so far.
Yeah.
No man who say Ghana buy to 150.4 million. I'm uncrophobia deserve salary. So who are retire? We Juma or call you terminating the contract but still the salary to the tune of 154 million. Akokwa and a ghost names so identify the 14,000 beer also. Akokwa say the way me a submit to government so me a share side ways one create.
Yeah. And me say controller and accountant general department on. Me nim so bet me a man say NI before ni bio BNI for ya former they should be there because on obi on kra no ma bi ho a e be appear in the pay slip so e bi okra wonye na adwen so ko join e ku bi don si ate no akɔhye ku nim na wasa akɔ correct time o de be yes ad ni nyina sika no obi so itimi delay ni sika ne aden so e be ba no de so onya arrears ni ade intimi man no ma bi koso a sometimes you realize and you see say nipa bi ehyehyɛ ho a omudi dwuma ensem fata I believe say aban ma nani kɔ ho e be boa or when any controller and accountant.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
And Jacob was it going forward, They say monthly period will be validation. I will be multimedia.
Yeah.
This will be November will be my 5 years as a full staff.
Also better validation.
Monthly be a.
Now say validation the omo
I quite me 3 years as a full staff. Salary mamuro so that. It should be a mother.
A bit minyando.
It's either na bank one the BAC. I me say ghost names and me go say to there. We chef and comment. Me some politicians and
they create it.
And Tosum, that's my submission. I go we no born and one basso ya father ya tete so near there. But the time with me this year. Let me do just quickly about 7 minutes for 40 on the MPP.
Nanka me pese ekebe in next week.
Okay.
Yeah. No.
Because obedience chef and be akoya maybe. Mama 5 minutes.
Primaries.
Mama 5 minutes and coming. Mama 5 minutes. Mama 5 minutes. I meet me.
Ebo so there.
Then meet me. I was last week Saturday. Was an apart